Welcome to VSP News from Kolman's Korner. I'm your host, David A. Kolman, editor of Fleet Maintenance Magazine, the only publication that is all maintenance, all management, all vehicle classes, all the time. Big rig racing is coming back to North America as the Champ Truck World Series. This motorsports event is being managed by two organizations. One is Fast Trucks. That is a company run by internationally recognized truck racer and motion picture stunt driver Mike Ryan. The other is the Truck Racing Organization, TRO for short. It promotes the Euro Truck Racing Championship. That is a hugely popular European-based series of international truck road racing events that is sanctioned by the FIA. That is the governing body of motorsports worldwide. The president of TRO is Fabian Calvet. I caught up with him in Germany at a truck racing event, and I asked him why bring back truck racing to the U.S., which first took place in the early 1980s.
Racing in Europe is already 25, 30 years old, now we are on a high level, and of course all over the world existing truck racing. We have in Brazil, we have in New Zealand, in Europe, but missing in America. And the target with my friend John and Mike from American company is to bring the truck racing in US, and we preview to launch the series in 2014. And I think it will be a great success also because Americans like all the motorsport and specifically the trucks.
The Champ Truck competition is open to any two-axle Class A tractor with a commercially available diesel engine between 10 and 15 liters and a manual transmission. The tractor must be at least 5 years old or older. The intent is to keep all trucks basic and simple to limit the costs.
We will start with basic trucks because the target is not to put $1 million in the trucks at the beginning, and we have already in the Champ Trucks a lot of demand to be part of that, and for sure at the beginning we will start with basic trucks, and our target maybe in 2, 3, 4 years is to make high-class series with those trucks, but at the moment it will be big rigs and standard and more basic. We will try to keep it basic to save the cost.
By keeping the race trucks standard, Calvet says replacement parts are readily available and are less expensive than custom engineered components.
We want to have the basic component, that's been the chassis, the cabin, the engine, all those things, or the gearbox for example, must come from road tractor unit production, nothing special with a racing component which costs a fortune. It's really important to keep the cost low, and this is the target, when you say okay the cabin must be standard, if you have a crash you just need to change and to put the new roll cage inside, but next week you can race again. Same with the gearbox. When you use a typical standard gearbox, even if you broke it or you explode it, you can go and to fix for $5,000 you can fix a new one. It will not cost a fortune, because if you take some specific component which costs $1 million, nobody can reach the series, and our target is to keep as much standard as possible.
One way that TRO is working to equalize truck racing for all teams, regardless of how deep their pockets may be, is to limit the number of tires a race team may use in a race.
We say that every truck is only able to use 6 tires, one set of tires per weekend. Like this we are sure it don't make difference, because poor team or small team don't make any difference, When you have only 6 per day, it's 6 per day. If you are a rich team, for sure you can buy some new one in every race, but it gives you an advantage. When you keep with 6 for the day, everybody in the same level, and it's what we have now here, and we will try to do the same in the future in US.
The first Champ Truck racing season is scheduled to begin in 2015. It'll feature competitions throughout North America on world-class oval and road racing racetracks. The series is open to amateur, semi-pro, and professional race teams in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico, as well as to truck manufacturers and trucking companies. Want to learn more? Visit Fleet Maintenance Magazine online. Thank you for tuning into VSP News from Kolman's Korner. I am your host, David A. Kolman, editor of Fleet Maintenance Magazine, the only publication that is all maintenance, all management, all vehicle classes, all the time. Until our next broadcast, keep up with what is happening in our industry by visiting Fleet Maintenance Magazine online.